Do a really quick example on Photoshop's content aware fill. A lot of people complain about the pricing on Photoshop, and I'm not here to promote Photoshop or Adobe whatsoever, but I just want to show you one of the many features that you're basically paying for is technology development that you get with Adobe products, unlike Affinity. Um, I mean, I really love Affinity, and I hope they get to this point sooner than later. But let me just show you here. You can see here on the screen, I'm just using this for an example. I don't know if this was a screenshot or whatever this was, but we have some borders around here that we don't want, and I need to make this image fit inside this red box. The red box is just a color fill layer just to show that there is white here in the back. So I'm going to turn that off. My image is a smart object, but I need to rasterize that so that it's just a regular pixel layer. So I went ahead and did that. I'm going to grab my marquee tool for a selection, and I'm going to create a selection around these white parts that I want to get rid of. Alright, we're going to go all the way to the edge here because we're going to need the full selection here when I show you the content aware fill. So we're basically adding to the selection. Now I want to get rid of this NB. I don't know where that's at, but you can see on my tool here I'm on the plus. So I'm going to add to the selection. So that just added that little corner there. And I'm going to add this little part at the top because there's a little bit of something there, a little border. Now you see here I missed part of this side here, so we're just going to add to that like so. So basically we have that whole section. We basically just have this left here. I probably could have just selected this center part and then inverted it, but whatever. That's not the point. So I'm going to go ahead and just delete that out by hitting the delete key. Alright, and I want to leave that selection there. I want to grab my move tool and I want to go up here to edit, and I want to go to content aware fill. Now this is based on AI. You can see here, here's a sample here in the on the side. Looks like, see, we need to add a little bit more to the selection on this, so let's cancel out. We need to expand that selection a little bit more because I was too close to the edge. Whoops, that's too much. So we want to remove that, and we'll do that right now. But I want to get rid of that. I should have went in a little bit more, about there. So let's get this to remove and take off this little part here that's. Then we're going to add it back in, but not so generous. Like so. Okay. So go back up here to content aware fill. And we'll get a little preview here. Now you see how it's duplicating some of the letters here? So we're going to take the brush tool and we're going to remove that. Just like so. So it knows not to duplicate that section. Like so. So now it readjusts it. Now you see how it's done all that. This here for some reason is, whoops, I'm going to add to that right there. But that's okay. But you can see how Photoshop's AI engine, it's called Sensei, basically replaced all these pixels here around the sides. This is a little flaw. Whoop, there it's gone. So, I mean, that's amazing to me. So just hit OK. It's going to say current layer, new layer. I'm just going to put it on the current layer. Check that out. Now all that stuff is gone. We're going to deselect, and there's your image. If we turn back on that color fill layer, you can see that's not, it's gone. We can move this down, it's right underneath there. But we don't need that, so we're just gonna, we'll get that back. But that's the power of Photoshop. That's what you're paying for, is basically convenience, to make your job easier as a designer or a hobbyist. You can, you know, these are the tools you need to do the job. So, I mean, I'm sure you can probably reduplicate this background layer, however you want to do it, but this is the quickest and the easiest way that I found, is basically like this. So hopefully that helps. I'm not, like I said, I'm not bashing Affinity. I just want to show you guys that's one of the many features that you get as part of Photoshop. Have a good one.